Good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood lonely nomad, the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, and unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 309th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, a comedy space for wild, crazy, fun topics and entertainment news, music news, including hip hop, and of course, transit news and segments and everything in between. All right. I hope y'all had a nice weekend and everything else in between as far as anything goes with I know some people been stuck in traffic, but it can be a little stressful at times actually. Um so yeah, I mostly asked some customers in regards to that as well. How do they handle traffic jam situations? And some people lose their patience and stuff. Um so pretty much for me with my weekend, all I did was I actually worked except for Sundays actually. So there it is. Anyway, so if you're new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel sorry about that. I didn't mean to press that. Um I didn't mean to press that, but if you're new to the YouTube universe and you missed any new and previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page on the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555 for more um live video podcast episodes, alongside with leaving a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics being discussed. And of course, tap on the noni bell with alerts so you could be reminded of when each episode recording is going to go on the air via live stream. And speaking of which, we are live and direct from StreamYard and YouTube, and alongside of my Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. If you are in the Instagram live feed whatsoever and you'd like to chime in on the topics that's going to be discussed today or any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to say hi and 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 I'll give you a shout out on Instagram live as well. So that's pretty much what I do. All right. So other than that, man, be sure to listen, stream, watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't worry, and of course, be sure to share the episodes, share the videos. Of course, you can download the episodes. You can also add the podcast along with your favorite episodes to your playlist, like your Spotify for podcasters. You have you have Amazon Music, you have Audible, Odyssey, you have iHeartRadio, and of course YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. All right. So there you have it right there. Um, all right, so um listen, another thing I want to mention here is if you like to support this podcast and you like to show more support, you can donate any amount any amount of money that you like to tip to my Cash App, which is $ G Money Stacks 555, or my PayPal, which is G Money Stacks Queens, New York. All right, so there you have it right there. You don't need a lot of money to show more support. All right, so that's pretty much what that is right there. And also I'd like to mention that you can follow me on Discord, which is the same username as my YouTube. All right, so Discord G Money Stacks 555. So there you have it right there. And yeah, so that's about it. Let's get into some New York Transit stuff. Um, yeah, let's get into it right here. Some New York Transit stuff right here. So, let me see. Yes, so the New York Mass Transit Files, man. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so first things first, man. Now before I even begin, um, one of the transit topics right here. Let me give a shout out to somebody in the Instagram live feed real quick. Shout outs to shout outs to the homie Eric Hawk 45. Hey, what's good, Eric Hawk 45? How you feeling? How was your Thanksgiving? And how's the show doing so far? And and I want to say what's up to Queen's Finest 86, Dominique, aka Dominatrix, man. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving and everything else in between. Pretty much everything is all right. How things going with you and work? So um hope you're doing all right. All right, so let's get into our first transit topic right here. And then I'll get into a little bit of Joey Badass and why he says that first week sales don't matter. That's crazy for him to say, but we'll get to it in a couple of minutes. First, let me see what she's talking about here. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it though. Um, glad to hear it. Yeah, shout out to Eric Hawk 45 and Queen's Finest 86 on the Instagram live feed. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, so let's get into our first transit news right here. And this is regarding the Omni card vending machines. All right, so this is according to masstransitmag.com. Okay, so in case you didn't know what's going on with Omni, I'll fill you in on what's going down with it. So, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority has activated the first Omni car vending machines. Customers can use cash at the vending machines as well as credit card and debit cards and digital wallets. Tappable Omni cards, which stands for One Metro New York, um, provide cash customers a way to take advantage of Omni's financial flexibility and never spend more than $34 in 7 days. Damn, really? $34? Hold up. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to put it on mute and all other stuff. So, yeah, before I continue, um, what's the weather like over there in Detroit right now, where you are? And yeah, let's continue. All right, so oh yeah, where were we? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's get into it right here, man. All right, so all right, tap and go is the future of using our subway and bus system, said MTA President of Construction and Development Jamie Torres Springer, and allowing cash pay allowing cash paying customers to easily get and refill Omni cards is a great addition. Hold on a sec. Looking at a little storm tomorrow, 35, 50s by the weekend. Oh nah. I hope you're safe out there, Eric Hawk 45. Um, hopefully you got your supplies and everything else you need to be prepared. Um, and just be safe out there, all right? Yeah, yeah, my cash oh, hold on. What is your cash app? Put it in there. Yeah. So, um, like I said, like I said before, actually, with the cash apps, my cash app is $ G Money Stacks 555. All right. Matter of fact, let me just put it here. Hold on a second, folks. There you go. There you go, right there. All right, so let's continue where we left off here. All right, so um, all right, so allowing cash paying customers to easily get and refill Omni cards is a great addition. Installing Omni vending machines um in subway stations makes it easier than ever for transit customers to leave MetroCard in the past and embrace the convenience of tapping, especially those who pay with cash to ride, said New York City Transit President Richard Davey. Outstation agents are trained and ready to support customers who make the switch to Omni so they can start tapping. And shouts to life coach Char. All right, so okay, so let's see. Installation of Omni vending machines in all 472 subway stations. Hopefully, it includes Jamaica Center. Um, will continue through 2024. The first vending machines are available at the following stations, which includes 86th Street and Lexington Avenue 456 trains, Atlantic Avenue, Barclay Center 2345 B, D, and Q and R trains, Bowling Green 4 and 5 trains, Fordham Road 4B and D trains, Junction Boulevard in Queens, Corona, Queens 7 train. Customers have tapped into Omni more than a billion times, with a billionth tap occurring on July 26th. In the latest spring 2023 customers count survey, Omni posted a 79% fair payment satisfaction rate. Um, yes. Um, MTA notes customers have tapped into all 472 subway stations and boarded 204 local bus routes and 31 express buses and of the 195 countries that issue bank cards. Omni has processed a card from each one. With over a billion taps, Omni is providing to customers. It is the most economical, secure, and hassle-free option to ride, said MTA Acting Chief Customer Officer Shanifa Riera. As we continue to roll out new features to customers, such as the vending machines, more and more New Yorkers and visitors alike can discover the convenience of Omni firsthand. So there you have it right there. There you have it right there, though, folks. All right, so let's get into. Hang on a minute. No. All right, our next segment is chatting on the jazz, and this is pertaining to Joey Badass, who says that first week sales don't matter. Why did he said that? I'll get to it, and y'all could tell me if he's right. I don't know about all that though. You tell me if he's right though. You know what I mean? In the comment section on YouTube and the Instagram live feed. So, yes, here we go. Chatting on the jazz. Let's do this. Okay, on to Joey Badass, man. Now, let me fill you in on why he said that. And this is according to Complex. All right, so um Joey Badass is sounding off on whether album sales actually matter. The Waves rapper took to X on Monday, writing "Fuck first week sales. They simply don't matter anymore for the simple fact that no one is buying albums. I mean, when's the last time anyone you know bought an album?" He continued pointing out that for a stream song to count as a sale, you need to listen to every song like 1,000 times. He added. They're trying to make it seem like everybody's flopping when it reality when in reality they changed the rules, concluding, "At this point, just shut the fuck up and enjoy the music." I'm gonna tell you why first week sales matter in a couple seconds. All right. So in a couple seconds. But before, let me see. We got here. Yeah, I know about the Beyonce Renaissance movie. Yeah. I know about that. You plan to see that? Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Yes. So yeah, that wasn't the end of his rant though. In a follow-up tweet, he directly called out the haters for all the people saying he's only saying that because he's not doing good first week numbers. First of all, that's subjective nowadays, unless you are Drake or Taylor Swift level. Second of all, do your Googles. I've been packing out venues since inception and will continue to do so. He also shared that he's looking to release his next album at the top of 2024, but added a disclaimer: life being lifelong, so don't hate me if shit get slid back. And reminded his fans that he'll be back on Power Book 3 Raising Canaan in December, which is happening now, in which he plays Kadeem Unique Mathis. Um So the Brooklyn native dropped off his most recent album, 2000 in 2022, which was anticipated to move 22,000 units in its first week and later peaked at number 25 on the Billboard 200 chart. All right, so this is what the chart data actually posted actually. Um the US album chart preview. Um number 1 is San Benedito 99K. Number 2, Harry Styles 47K. Same as Morgan Wallen number 3. Number 4, One Future, 34K. Number 5, Drake, 33K. Number 6, Lizzo, 29K. Jack White, 29K. Number 8, Lil Durk, 28K. Number 9, The Weeknd, 28K. Number 10, 17, um, 27K. Um, yeah, Pleatus underscore 17. Number And of course, number 16, Mac Miller, 22K, and of course, number 18, Joey Badass, 22K. Um, the 14 track project boosted features from Westside Gun, Jid, and Larry June, among others. Since then, he dropped off a short film for the album Cut Show Me and a new single and accompanying music video for Fallen. Okay, let's fill in on why first week sales matter. All right. Um. Okay. Um. Here are some 5 reasons why it matters. Actually, you know what I'm saying. And this is hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Let me fill you in on 5 reasons. And this is according to Billboard. All right. Um, Okay, 5 reasons why 2023 has yet to yield the number the number one. Hang on a second. Yes, the number one hip hop album or single. After dominating the lion's share of the last decade, hip hop has been curiously absent from the top of both the Billboard 200 and the Hot 100 this year. We take a look at why. Um, As a halfway point of 2023 approaches, hip hop has yet to grace the top of either the Billboard Hot 100 or Billboard 200 albums chart. By the beginning of last June 2022, already boosted number one albums from 6 different rappers: Gunna, Lil Durk, Tyler the Creator, Pusha T, Future, and Kendrick Lamar. Over the Hot 100, even amidst Harry Styles' historic 15-week as it was rain rap hits from Jack Harlow and Future and Drake secured runs at number one by last year's halfway mark. Um, okay. Just 1 year later, hip hop has been curiously absent from absent from the top of Billboard's marquee album and singles chart. Hold on 1 second. Yes, um while each of the 4 albums released in 2023 that have hit number one, the name chapter Temptation, Tomorrow X Together, um and Manana Sarah Benito, Carol G, and One Thing at a Time, Morgan Wallen, and Five Star Stray Kids have clear hip hop influences. None are by traditional rappers. The longest we've gone into a calendar year without a rap album at number one since 1993. Hip hop hasn't fared much better on the Hot 100 this year. Just 6 hip hop singles have cracked the charts top 10. Of course, what gives? So what gives? How did a genre that largely ruled the last decade end up having such a quiet start to the year on the charts? Is the downscaling of hip hop's commercial dominance indicative of a new era for both the genre itself and popular music in general? Of course. So, here are 5 reasons why hip hop has yet to produce a number one album or single this year. So number one, a not so starry night. It's a lot more difficult for any genre to reach the top spot when their most popular and reliable artists are not releasing projects. Early last year, hip hop's heavyweights flooded the charts with a bevy of albums. Future, Kendrick Lamar, Drake twice, and Tyler the Creator all collected number one albums last year. To no one's surprise, they are four of the most established names in contemporary hip hop, and they've each collected previous number one albums with robust streaming numbers and overall consumption tallies. This year's hip hop releases have come from artists with less consistent track records on the Billboard 200. Instead of guaranteed album sellers like Kanye West or J. Cole, 2023 has seen records from artists like Lil Durk, Moneybagg Yo, and NBA Young Boy. All artists who have previously scored number one albums yet still lack the gravity of a crossover hip hop superstar. Um, yeah, the genre is in an awkward place where a new class of superstars has yet to supplant the Drake, J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar, Mount Rushmore of the 2010s. As a matter of fact, all four of those artists are still going strong and outperforming the genre's younger stars. Each of the four, bar Kendrick, has already reached the Hot 100's top 10 this year, while stars like Megan Thee Stallion, hang on one second. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, and Lil Durk could all rule the genre for the 2020s. Lengthy gaps between solo albums, capricious commercial pull, and inconsistency when it comes to genuine blockbuster records prevent them from being as surefire bets. Hmm. Part of this is due to the ever increasing vastness of social media. Artists and fans now have an unprecedented relationship where their intimacy anchors the fans' steadfast dedication. With fan bases that devoted, rappers can still pull astonishing numbers. Young Boy Never Broke Again, aka NBA Young Boy, has collected 15 top 10 albums in just 5 years without necessarily having a major impact on the larger mainstream. With this kind of relationship, however, fans can also be incredibly fickle and switch on artists as quickly as they support them. As interest in his music started to waver post Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, Roddy Rich can attest to the um, volatility of broad fan support. Number two, views from the top. It is well known that hip hop has reigned as the biggest commercial genre in the United States since 2018. Current tallies for this year show that the genre remains the country's biggest music. In fact, R&B and hip hop is up 6.3% in overall units this year compared to 2022. Nonetheless, it is slowly losing its dominance in terms of market share. R&B and hip hop currently account for 26% of this year's market share compared to 28.8% last year. It's a relatively small dip, but when coupled with the rise in market share for country, which is 8.26% this year compared to last year's 7.72%. And with Latin music, 6.68% this year compared to last year's 6.17%. It looks like hip hop is slipping a little in its footing as the near unchallenged most consumed genre in America. Um, Given the increase in overall consumption units, however, this is really a case of hip hop having less room to grow in comparison to other genres because it has already been so dominant for such an extended period. When the exploding popularity of Afro beats, regional Mexican and K-pop are factored in, it is simply getting more difficult for hip hop to remain unchallenged at the center of the conversation. Audiences have more options and access than ever before, and they are naturally exploring genres they might have previously paid less attention to over the past few years. Number 3, old ops and new ops. Part of the reason hip hop has struggled to truly cement a new class of superstars is that some of the genre's most promising talents have fallen victim to gun violence, incarceration, drug abuse, or excessive police surveillance. Um, in 2018, hip hop lost Triple X Tentacion, a controversial young rapper who had sizable commercial pull when he was alive. The Moonlight rapper put up blockbuster stream numbers post death, becoming the first hip hop act to posthumously reach number one on the Billboard 200 since Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls. The following year, late great Juice World, one of the genre's most promising new stars, died by way of an accidental drug overdose. The Lucid Dreams rapper has noticed 9 top 10 hits to date, 7 of which he collected posthumously. Well, hold on. Yeah, posthumously. Yeah, a few months after Juice World's passing, Pop Smoke, the rising Brooklyn drill rapper poised to conquer rap top 40 and the film industry alike, was shot and killed. His debut studio album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. That's one of the pendants I have actually that I wear on an occasion. Became one of the biggest albums of 2020, helping Pop become both the first hip hop act to posthumously debut at number one on the Billboard 200 with their debut studio album. The hip hop community has also lost a slew of other promising young artists who had yet to truly bask in their commercial prime. The deaths of Draco, the Ruler, and King Von, I'm not sure who these guys are, sent shockwaves through the hip hop community. The losses of more veteran rappers who were reaching new commercial peaks. Of course, you got people like Nipsey Hussle and Young Dolph, even Takeoff, who was just starting to establish himself as a solo hitmaker outside of Migos, have also left the near future of the genre feeling particularly fragmented. Even in non-fatal incidents, gun violence can still impact the ways artists approach releasing music. Um, Megan Thee Stallion recently announced that she is taking a break from recording music to focus on her healing after dealing with the medical, emotional, legal, and psychological tribulations that plagued her life following her shooting at the hands of Canadian rapper Tory Lanez in 2020. Meanwhile, calling my phone, hitmaker Lil TJ suffered 7 gunshot wounds last summer, and while he has dropped standalone singles and featured on songs from other artists, he has yet to release a full length project since the incident. Wow. Um, Lil TJ from the Bronx, New York, the city with one of the most robust hip hop police units in the country, launched in 2019. The task force aggressively stalks and monitors hip hop shows and artists across the city. In recent years, the task force has focused on the city's um, bustling drill scene, which Pop Smoke and fellow Brooklynite Fabio Foreign helped bring to a mainstream stage. Promising drill artists such as K Flock, Chef G, D Thang G's, and Busy Banks are also currently incarcerated. Ooh, that's gotta suck, man. That has to really that has to really suck though, man, if you really want to get technical on this. That's very unfortunate actually. Um and and man, that has to really suck though, man. Um oh boy. Okay. This is crazy. Very crazy right here.
Oh my God!
Yes. Yeah, where were we? Yes, so there is also law enforcement's obsession with criminalizing hip hop lyrics. As Atlanta rapper Young Thug battles a slew of RICO charges supported in part by his lyrics as evidence. Wow. 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 That's crazy, man. Oh man, that's crazy. Wait a second. Yeah. No other American music genre sits at this particular intersection of racialized persecution, gun violence, drug abuse, and surveillance. Number four, chart stagnation. To cut hip hop a bit a slack, the genre's absence at the top of the charts this year is also due in part to how relatively stagnant the charts have been, with just 5 titles reaching the top spot on the Billboard 200 and only 5 new songs hitting the summit of the Hot 100. It's it's not like there was room. It's not like there was much room for hip hop to nudge its way in. Um, hang on a second. Outside of 1 week runs at number one from The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, yeah, die with you. Um, um, Jaimin, um, like crazy. Um, and Scissors Kill Bill lengthy stays at number one from Miley Cyrus, Flowers 8 weeks, and Morgan Wallen last night 9 weeks have kept the top of the Hot 100 away from basically really everyone else. The same is true for Scissors and Wallen's respective double-digit week chart runs with their most recent studio albums. It was always going to be difficult for hip hop to compete with the rapturously received comeback of a modern pop icon like Cyrus or the 36 track new album from the biggest country artist in a decade in Wallen, while its own heavyweights were laying low. Although a rap song has yet to hit number one this year, the genre has not been completely absent from the Hot 100's top 10. New tracks from Tootsie, Favorite Song, um, Drake, Search and Rescue, Lil Durk and J. Cole, all my life, and Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, Princess Diana have all reached the charts top five. It is worth noting, however, that outside of favorite song, each of those songs debuted in that region and slipped out of it shortly after. Um, Number five, gradual return to the club scene. If there is any genre that is well equipped to adapt to change, it is hip hop, and the genre already seems to be angling itself toward its next pivot. Since the beginning of 2020, Top 40 has revived its love affair with new disco, synth pop, and all other all the other pulsating subgenres in that vein, from Dua Lipa's future nostalgia to Beyonce's renaissance to Drake's honestly never mind. A-listers have spent most of the 2020s decade satisfying our collective desire to dance. Um, Most of hip hop's biggest records in recent years deprioritize the dance floor, but that is already changing. Two of the year's biggest rap songs, Lil Uzi Vert's "Just Wanna Rock" and Coi Leray's "Players," both Hot 100 top 10 hits, both pull from Jersey Club, a thumping division of dance music heavily inspired by the Baltimore club scene's innovative fusion of of house and hip hop traces. Hip hop traces of the style can be found in such 2023 hits such as Ice Spice's In Hamoud and Pink Pantheress Boys Alive Part 2, which also features Ice Spice. It's not entirely there yet, but if hip hop can continue to innovate across dance centric genres that are growing more and more popular around the world, that may be the key to remaining present atop the Billboard charts. Whether it is Baltimore Club or um, Ama Piano, continued forays into dance could be a viable path forward for America's biggest genre. Before I go on to the next one, let me say a couple of things about what Joey Badass said. Actually, I feel like that it's not. Look, this is a tough one actually, but look, this is I can't really say that 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 first week sales don't matter. I can't say that actually because if you really think about it, folks, I know a lot of people don't buy albums anymore because of streaming, but you also gotta understand something too, that when you listen to certain songs and stuff like that, not everybody has not everybody has the same attention span of listening to 1,000 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like no, who in the right state of mind is going to listen to over 1,000 songs by Joey Badass? No offense, but to say that first week sales don't matter, it's not. I don't know about that one right there. I can't say I agree with that. I can't say that I agree with that, but there is a couple of reasons why first week sales and being number one on the Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard Hot 200, um it's a big deal because with the amount of consistency, when it comes to people who are putting in the work, especially when it comes to music projects and all that other stuff right there. And it's just, look, not everybody is going to agree with everything that Joy Badass says. Okay, not everybody's going to agree with he says. I can't sit here and say that first week sales don't matter, because if you really think about the numbers that's on those charts and stuff, it doesn't really lie at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just a little mini take on that's just a little mini take. And on top of that, you gotta know that sometimes, the genre of hip hop is actually, is taking a little bit of a time out. And that doesn't mean that that the genre is washed. That doesn't mean that it's washed. If hip hop is part of art, it's never been away. And I said this in episode 305 about music videos being dead. You can never kill hip hop as far as the art itself. You can't kill it because it's been around for years. And I think it's time to actually click and adapt. And I say click and adapt because look, you gotta understand something, man. Like, not everybody's going to stores to pick up albums like that anymore. I mean, people buy albums off of streams, because I actually had to ask somebody in regards to Spotify and how they're being paid, how certain music artists are being paid. And believe it or not, they're being paid by the amount of streams. That's pretty much how they operate. And then this morning I actually heard that Spotify is actually laying off over 1,500 employees, which I will talk about that in a future episode, but not in this episode right here. I might not have time to discuss that right there. So the moral of the story is, from what Billboard is talking about here, after I talked about the whole Joey Badass thing that said that first week sales don't matter. First week first week sales actually is a big deal because the numbers don't fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Numbers don't fucking lie. And yeah, that's pretty much what my take is about. Is he right? I don't know. I can't say Joey Bass is right because we're living in an era in terms of streaming. So That's pretty much what it is. Y'all let me know about this topic right here. Do you believe that Joey Badass is right about first week sales don't even matter anymore? Y'all can go to the comments on my YouTube channel page, and I may end up making this a question. I may not. I may end up making this a question for for when I put it on Spotify for podcasters. All right. So yeah, there you have it right there. Um okay. Now we got that out the way. Let's see what else we got on the agenda in terms of what we got to talk about here. Um let me see. And speaking of speaking of cutbacks, um speaking of cutbacks, um Netflix is in it too. Netflix is actually in this shit too. So and this and this is according to Variety .com. And here this is talking about here. So Netflix's animation unit and the film slate it controls will undergo a restructure, resulting in job cuts and the shutdown of two films currently in pre-production. Ooh. Yeah, that has to really suck right there, man. That sucks, man. That shit has to fucking suck right there, man. To be honest with you, that has to fucking suck. And that can't be good. Wow. What the hell's going on here? Don't know what's going on here. Hold on 1 second. Don't know what's going on here. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Um anyway, that's not what I meant to do. Anyway, so okay, so here's what's happening here. Yes, so Netflix Netflix's animation unit and the film slate it controls will undergo a restructure, resulting in job cuts and the shutdown of two films currently in pre-production. Yeah, this is what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do here. This is what I meant to do. Um, hmm, damn, son. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Man, hold on. Yeah, as a result of the reorg, the streamer is looking to recruit outside deals to keep its animated content volume consistent. Boy, believe it or not, man, that sounds like damn, man. What's going on with this shit? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. All right, so final headcounts on pink slips were not immediately clear, but are expected to be handed down in the coming weeks. A Netflix spokesperson confirmed the plans, but did not provide further comment on the matter. Um, Jeez. After she was named animation vice president in February 2022, executive Karen Tulliver has been tweaking the long term strategy for the group that is still committed to a robust slate per insiders. To that end, the division is exploring output deals offers to third party producers to air their animated works on the service. Um, Specific companies or producers being courted were not immediately known. Wow, son. Wow.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is terrible, folks, for the animators in Netflix. This is terrible, man. And um yeah, that's terrible. Anyway, yes, so where were we? Yes, so two slate projects have put into turnaround. The first being a previous unannounced film titled Escape from Beverly Hills. Yeah, Escape from Beverly Hills. Which will go back on the open market. The second is Tunga, a film won by Netflix at auction in 2019 with from Zimbabwe born creator Godwin um Jabungwi. That film is rooted in the mythology of the Shona culture and has been sent back into development. Despite grappling with internal strategy and larger external market factors, um, last week competitor DreamWorks Animation announced it would cut 70 jobs and outsource production. Netflix Animation had its biggest year in 2023. The division took the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio after a long awards run, boosting a voice cast that included Ewan, Ewan McGregor, Kate Blanchett, Christoph Waltz, and Tilda Swinton. Upcoming releases from the unit include Leo, featuring the voice of Adam Sandler as a lizard who who has lived for decades as a class pet in a Florida school, and Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget. Oh wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. This is crazy. Let's get into all right. So before I even go into before I even go to any of the other topics as far as anything goes, let me just say that the name of this episode is Ice Cream Sunday and Chocolate Strawberries. So this is pertaining to World Chocolate Day, National Strawberry Sunday Day, and of course International Ice Cream Day, which is included as well. Yes, so let's get into it right here. All right, some like it dark and bitter, others smooth and sweet. But no matter what your flavor preference, no matter what flavor preference, this World Chocolate Day on July 7th, join us in taking a bite. The the cocoa bean, which is responsible for that unmistakably rich flavor we know and love so well, is native to Mexico as well as South and Central America, but has been transplanted into the US and some European countries to match the high consumer demand for this delicacy. Whether it's used to coat other candies and nuts, melted over fruit, or shaven over a gourmet dessert, chocolate always hits the spot. Around 1 billion people, around 1 billion people from around the world eat chocolates every day. Yum. Besides its great taste, it has tons of health benefits. Although chocolates aren't recognized as fattening, amazingly, they can also aid weight loss and help maintain weight if consumed moderately. Besides, it's Valentine's Day week, and chocolate is is the food of love. Oh wow! And and why did I do that? That's not what I meant to do. Hold on a second. Yeah. So when is World Chocolate Day? Um, it's next year of July 7th. One of life's indulgences is celebrated on World Chocolate Day on July 7th. So there you have it. So history of World Chocolate Day, established in 2009, World Chocolate Day marks the supposed anniversary of the day that this iconic dessert made its first entrance into Europe in 1550. All around the world on this date, candy stores and local suppliers placed their best love merchandise on sale so that everyone, both young and old, can enjoy a nibble of the stuff. Chocolate comes from the seed of the Theobroma cacao tree. Cacao grows in Mexico, Central America, and northern South America, where it has been cultivated for at least 3 millennia. However, Africa holds 70% of the growing cacao trees in the world today. The earliest known observation of using cacao seeds is from around 1100 BC. Um, The tree seeds have a very serious bitter taste and must be fermented to develop the flavor. In order to craft a bar of chocolates, seeds from a cacao tree are covered with banana leaves and left to ferment, at which point they are called cocoa beans. Once the cocoa beans have arrived at their processing plant, they are roasted slowly at a low temperature. Then it's time to separate the shells from the nibs so that the nibs can be ground to a fine powder called cocoa liquor. Oh shit. Which is which is just pure chocolate in rough form. The cocoa mass is often liquefied and molded with or without other ingredients. This is the state where you get chocolate liquor. Chocolate liquor. Oh shit. Chocolate liquor then gets processed into two components: cocoa butter and cocoa solids. Interesting. The two products most vital to chocolate production comes from this cocoa liquor paste. And cocoa powder is produced and packed for purchase at grocery stores so that we can bake the beloved roasted taste profile into our cakes and cookies, while cocoa butter is produced so that manufacturers can use it as an ingredient in their chocolate bars. A lot of research into this edible treasure has found that it is a powerful source of antioxidants, plus, it helps to improve blood flow, lower blood sugar, and reduce the risk of heart disease. It also increases serotonin and dopamine levels, which helps to boost mood. Many people are advised to eat more dark chocolate as it contains healthier benefits. Tons of treats are made from chocolate, hot chocolate milk, chocolate cake, and brownies, chocolate candy bars, and a lot more we enjoy today. Dark chocolate, which tastes most like its mother seed, is simply a mixture of cocoa liquor. Can't believe that shit. Cocoa, butter, and sugar. Milk chocolate includes those three ingredients plus a smattering of milk powder. At this point, chocolatiers can add things like nuts, salts, and syrups to elevate the flavor profile. Once cooled, the mixtures harden into the shapes of their respective molds, are wrapped in paper, and shipped to our favorite stores and candy shops. Okay. Um, let's see. So the World Chocolate Day timeline: 1100 BC, Keiko seeds are used. The earliest record of using Keiko seeds is from around 1100 BC in Central America. 1500, chocolate arrives in Europe. Europe is introduced by introduced to no chocolate is introduced to Europe by Spanish explorer Hernan Cortez. 1641, on the scene, North America receives its first chocolate shipment on a Spanish vessel at what is now the coast of Florida. 1847, Fry's chocolate bar. Joseph Fry, um, um, an, an owner of an English-based company, Fry's, um, and his son creates the first mass-produced chocolate bar. 1894, a household name, Milton S. Hershey founds Hershey's Chocolate Factory in Derry, Pennsylvania. 1971, owning the silver screen, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, a movie that completely revolves around the Western world's obsession with the sweet brown squares, premieres in the U.S. 2009, celebrating after centuries of being the featured dish at every joyful event. Chocolate wins an event of its own when World Chocolate Day is finally established. All right, so um World Chocolate Day activities. So you can you can host a potluck. That's number one. It's not often that we allow ourselves to eat dessert before dinner, much less substitute dessert for dinner entirely. In the name of chocolate, reach out to your best mates to plan a chocolate themed potluck. Everyone must create their best cocoa centric dish and bring it to the party's location, where you'll all ooh and ah over the many fudgy confections. Number two, stock up. Chocolate, much like coffee or wine, has an entire subculture based on quality, origin, and processing methods. Join in on the day's festivities by visiting your local chocolatier or candy shop, where you can participate in such heavenly wonders as building your own chocolate box or even customizing your own dream bar. Once you filled a paper bag with gourmet goodies, aplenty, enjoy them at home or sneak some on your commute. We promise not to tell. Um, be number three, be choco aware. Read about chocolates from around the world. Read this article and kids choco based storybooks like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The movie's already out right now. Already, that's an old movie that came out years ago. The Chocolate Touch and the Candy's Chocolate Kingdom. Um, all right, so chocolate was currency. Number one, cocoa beans were used as a barter currency in the Mayan times. Number two, chocolate was once a medicine. Chocolate milk discovered by Dr. Hans Sloane was once sold as a medicine in Ireland. Number three, chocolate cures cough. Chocolate th- um contains theo- theobromine, which can cure cough better than cough syrups. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Chocoholics from Switzerland. Switzerland is famous for its chocolate, and its people consume about 8.8 kilograms of chocolate per year. Number five, hot cocoa was the first treat. The first chocolate product was hot cocoa, discovered by the Mayans about 3,000 years ago. Why we love chocolate? Why we love World Chocolate Day, you ask? Every culture cares. Chocolate seems to have established itself quite solidly as a foundational flavor in all countries. Of course, its origin countries in South and Central America cherish it well, but chocolate is as loved in Asia as it is in Africa. That's why the holiday is called World Chocolate Day. Everyone everyone across the globe has found a way to luxuriate in its richness. We love a good dessert. True. Even those who aren't much into having chocolate straight from the source can find an alternative way to participate on this holiday. There's chocolate ice cream, chocolate milk, chocolate cookies, chocolate cake. The list goes on and on. Chocolate makes great gifts because chocolate is both a comfort food and a special occasion luxury. Many people often have positive memories in which chocolate played a significant role. It seems something cocoa based can be found at every celebration, from birthdays to weddings to anniversaries. Having a bite of chocolate takes us right back to the good old days. Yes, so next year, July 7th, 2024, 2025, same date, Monday, July 7th, 2026, Tuesday, July 7th, 2027, Wednesday, July 7th, 2028, Friday, July 7th. So there you have it right there. National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. I'll save that for another time. International Chocolate Day. I'll save that for another time too. All right, so let's get into. Hold on a minute. Let's get into another particular holiday. Um, Another particular holiday actually. Um, okay, International Chocolate Day. I had to get that in there too. Um, International Chocolate Day is on September 13th. Celebrate with us as we give you some cool facts and fun ideas to celebrate this well loved treat. After making its debut about 4,000 years ago, chocolate can be found everywhere, whether you are a fan of dark chocolate, white chocolate, or hot chocolate. There's no denying the decadence of this rich delicacy. All right, so the history of International Chocolate Day. The history of chocolate can be traced back to 450 BC, originating from um, Mesoamerica, present day Mexico. The word chocolate is derived from the um, Nahuatl. Hold on, no Nahuatl word chocolate, chocolato. Um, Meaning hot water, and the Aztec word exocotl, meaning bitter water. About 4,000 years ago, the Olmecs began refining cocoa beans in chocolate, which they used as medicine and as part of customary rituals. Centuries later, chocolate was assimilated into the Mayan culture as a beverage and for concluding important transactions. Cocoa beans were once perceived as being so valuable that they were used as a currency by the Aztecs, who believed that the beans were a gift from the gods. Its potency was so revered that natives drank it in preparation for war. Um, According to legend, um, chocolate found its way to Spain in the 16th century through Hernan Cortez, a Spanish explorer who discovered cocoa during his journey to the Americas. From then on, chocolate soon spread to other parts of Europe. Um, the record time consuming process required to produce chocolate made it an expensive treat, which was restricted to the upper class to the upper class. In 1828, however, the chocolate press was invented by the Dutch chemist called Van Houten, eliminating the problem. The machine was able to squeeze roasted cocoa beans in order to obtain the fine cocoa powder used to make chocolate. This is not this this not only made chocolate more accessible. Hold on. Yes, yes, this not only made chocolate more accessible to the common man, but also mass production possible. In the 20th century, chocolate is still enjoyed all over the world in a wide variety of exciting flavors and formulas. Cocoa is now grown and exported from over 50 countries over at over 4.7 million tons a year. Yes, so the timeline goes like this: 600 AD, enter the cocoa plantations. The Mayans cultivate the earliest known cocoa plantations. 1641, co- chocolate in America. Um, Chocolate arrives in Florida, brought on a ship from Spain. 1847, the first bite. Joseph Fry creates the first chocolate bar. 1973, International Cocoa Organization is established. And let's see. So International Chocolate Day activities. You can visit a chocolate house, find a chocolate house or chocolatier near you and treat yourself to something fancy. Double the run and take a friend along. Number two, that's number one. Number two, try a brand of chocolate. Mix things up a little and buy a brand of chocolate you've never tried before. You might be pleasantly surprised. Number three, do something sweet. Don't wait until it's Valentine's Day to show some love. Send your friend or loved one a box of chocolates and spread the fun. Not too many people like chocolate on Valentine's Day. Not too many, but you know what I mean. Five healthy facts about chocolate. Number one, heart healthy. When taken into moderation, dark chocolate is good for your health and can even the, lower the risk of heart disease. Um, Number two, chocolate can be chocolate can help you study. Hmm. Flavonoids in chocolate can help improve memory and focus. Flavonoids. Yeah, I did not know that too. Um, Number three, chocolate contains caffeine. Though chocolate contains fat, though chocolate contains caffeine, it is more potent in dark chocolate than in white chocolate. Number four, say goodbye to say goodbye to tooth decay. Dark chocolate contains polyphenols that can help fight cavities and tooth decay as well as prevent mouth odor. Number five, blood flow. Research has shown that chocolate can improve a person's blood flow. Blood flow. Um, yeah. and let's see. Yes. So why we love International Chocolate Day? The varieties are endless. Chocolate is a versatile delicacy that can be enjoyed in multiple ways. You can relax while sipping some hot chocolate, snack on a chocolate bar, or lap up some chocolate ice cream. It's an international treat. Chocolate has become cross cultural, whether you live in Timbuktu or Antarctica, you can eat chocolate wherever you are. Um, it makes us happy. Chocolate doesn't just taste good; it also releases chemicals such as dopamine and opioids, which positively affect your moods. All right, so yes, so the dates starting with next year, 2024, Friday the 13th of September. um 2025, September 13th, Saturday. 2026, Sunday, September 13th. Mondays, yeah, Monday, 2027, September 13th. And 2028, Wednesday, September 13th. All right, so let's get into another one right here. Let's get into another one right here. And I forgot about yeah. Yes, National Ice Cream Day. Um yeah, I think I did wait, did I do this one? No, I think I did this one already. I think I did this one. Hang on a second. Let me just see. Let me see something here. I don't think I did this one. Nothing. No, I don't think I did this one. Yeah, I don't think I did this. Let's do this one. 'Let's do this one. All right. So, All right, so thanks to President Reagan, we celebrate National Ice Cream Day every third Sunday of July, meaning July 21st, which is my sister's birthday this year. Reagan wanted to commemorate a treat enjoyed over enjoyed by over 90% of the US population. In 1984, he decreed a day for ice cream, and his proclamation actually glorified the dairy industry in America. And in fact, Americans still lead the world when it comes to eating um, this frozen delight. Yeah, I think I did this one already. I may have did this in the last episode, so let me let me just move. Hold on a second. Um, hold on, hold on. I think I did this one. You know what? Why not? Why not? I'm gonna do it again anyway. Anyway, yeah, U.S. population. So, um, in 1984, he decreed a day for ice cream, and his proclamation actually glorified the dairy industry in America. In fact, Americans still lead the world when it comes to eating this frozen delight, 23 gallons a year to be precise. Reagan also proclaimed July as National Ice Cream Month, describing ice cream as a nutritious and wholesome food enjoyed by over 90% of the people in the United States. Since then, the holiday has sparked worldwide cravings and is um, traditionally celebrated year after year. Standing in the frozen food aisle, trying desperately to make a choice, or brainstorming how to celebrate this fabulous day. Well, look no further. Inspiration has arrived. Um, oh wait. So, excuse me about that. Um, when is National Ice Cream Day? 2024, July 18th. Wait. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream on National Ice Cream Day on July 18th. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Nah, nah, this is something else though. Anyway, so history of National Ice Cream Day. There's no known inventor that can be credited with creating ice cream, unfortunately. But the history of ice cream is as rich as gelato. It's been said that ice cream, like food, was first consumed in China sometime between 1618 to 97 AD. The first dish was made from flour, buffalo milk, and camphor, an organic compound commonly used in lotion. It's also been noted that Alexander the Great adored ice and snow flavored with nectar and honey. We also identified that the Bible indicates that King Solomon enjoyed ice drinks during the harvest season. Speaking of homemade, during the Roman Empire, Caesar would send people to gather snow from the mountains just to cover it in fruit and juices. Close to 1,000 years later in Italy, Marco Polo had returned from the Far East and brought back a recipe for what we now know as sherbet. It is assumed that this recipe developed into um, what we now know as ice cream, which was once called cream ice. It was in 1660 that the general public was presented with ice cream. An Italian man named um, Francesco Procopio di um, Cotelli decided to perfect a machine made by his fisherman grandfather, which produced top quality gelato in his cafe. Um, the recipe blended milk, butter, eggs, and cream and was sold in Paris. The first mention of ice cream in the United States derives from a letter written in Maryland in 1744 by Governor William Bladen's guest. Then the New York the New York Gazette on May 12th, 1777, printed the first advent for ice cream in the United States. Following the American Revolution, ice cream became super popular in the US. Since then, ice cream has exploded onto the dessert scene with the creation of home machines as well as the emergence of ice cream vans, um, ice cream floats, sundaes, and well-known brands like Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs that we still consume to this day. The effect of ice cream on society is so great that the brain of an ice cream lover has been likened to that of an addict. When the brain wants ice cream, it reacts like a passionate fanatic. Oh man. All right, so the timeline for National Ice Cream Day um, starts in 400 BC. Royal Ice Persians invent an ice cream recipe for their royal families made from saffron, ice, rose water, um, vermicelli, and fruit. 17, 1744, getting served. Colonists from Scotland bring an ice cream recipe to North America. It's 1939, soft, soft for ice cream. 1939, American mass production of ice cream is accomplished to boost morale of Allied troops in Europe, popularizing the lovable dish all over the world. 1970s, anything is popsicle. The production of prepackaged ice cream is flourishing in supermarkets and ice cream parlors. All right, so let's see. Um, oh man, that's crazy, man. Let's see. Actually, you guys are more than welcome to actually look at nationaltoday.com to look at the charts of where it says, hold on a second, where it says National Ice Cream Day surveys results. So it's basically where it says 40% of Americans have eaten an entire pint of ice cream. And it's gonna have a list of percentages, and of course ice cream flavors, um, and which is going to be between the ages of 14 to 17, mint chocolate chip, 18 to 24, cookies and cream. And then you have 25 to 34, cookie dough, and 35 to 44, chocolate. And then 45 and up, chocolate as well. And of course, obviously, women prefer Ben and Jerry's, while men say Breyers is their favorite brand. So there you have it right there. You can look at the percentages of each graph for yourself. Um, so that way you'll be able to get an idea. You'll be able to get an idea on how to. You'll get an idea about this. So All right, so it's it's beyond me, man. You know what I mean? We're really beyond me. Um, yeah, you could take a look for yourself. All right. All right, so let me see. So National Ice Cream Day by numbers. Of course, obviously 1851, the year when commercial ice cream production started in Boston, USA. Hmm. Um 48 pints, the amount of ice cream consumed by the average person in the US every year. 90%, the percentage of households in America that consume ice cream. 24 tons, the weight of the biggest ice cream sundae made in Alberta, Canada. 250 years, the time it took for the recipe for ice cream to come to North America. 1904, the year when ice cream cones were invented. 19,000, no, excuse me, 9,000. 9,000 the gallon of ice cream that can be made by milk the milk produced by a cow in its lifetime. $500 million. Food marketing experts predict that the that will be spending half a billion on an organic ice cream by 2024. Wow, $500 million. Wow, $500 million, man. That's pretty interesting. Um, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hold on a sec. Um, hold on a minute here. Yes. Okay. All right. Um. To- 12,096 pounds, i the weight of the world's largest ice cream cake. 50, the average number of licks it takes to finish one ice cream. 3, the number of levers on a standard ice cream machine. Hmm. Okay. Yes. All right. So, National Ice Cream Day activities. Get it on sale. Make your make your own. Create an ice cream bowl. Yeah, hold on. If you want to partake in this awesome day, many stores and ice cream parlors are having great sales and special deals online and in store to commemorate this day. Buy buy extra just because you have the sweetest excuse. Number two, make your own. Never tried to make ice cream at home before? Well, this is your chance. Homemade ice cream is simple yet rewarding. You can jazz it up by adding bits of your favorite fruit, chocolate, or even classic cookie dough. If you are tired of the usual vanilla and strawberry flavors, get creative and taste test to your heart's desire. Number three, create an ice cream bowl, just like that favorite mug you have in the kitchen. Why not immortalize your love for ice cream on this day and make an ice cream bowl? Simply head on over to your local ceramics store and create your own bowl so you can gobble some ice cream on this day and always. All right, so let's see. all right, so all right, so five super cool facts about ice cream. Um Number one, it was used as a greeting because of its lush taste. Ice cream was used as a greeting when immigrants arrived on Ellis Island. Number two, Jeff Thomas Jefferson loved it. Thomas Jefferson was an ice cream fanatic, and the Library of Congress collected his original handwritten recipe for vanilla ice cream. Number three, how dairy. It is said that 9% of all the milk produced in the U.S. is actually used on making ice cream. Number four, vanilla takes it all. In the United States, vanilla is the most popular ice cream flavor with 29% of total sales. Number five, Long Beach eats it the most. Compared to all other cities, the most ice cream is consumed in Long Beach, California. Okay, so why we love National Ice Cream Day? Choice: cookie dough, vanilla bean, mint chocolate chip. There are multiple flavors to choose from to satisfy your National Ice Cream Day cravings. Um, I have an iced I have an iced dream. Ice cream is the textbook dessert for all seasons. You can cool down in the summer with a scoop of your favorite flavor or enjoy it in the winter accompanied by a warm cake or pie. You can also whiz it in a blender and make a milkshake. No matter the season, does ice cream ever disappoint? Excuse me. A lick of pint, though some ice cream comes in half a gallon cartons. For some reason, we have no, for some reason, we still crave the pint. Why? It's just the perfect size when you want to eat out of the container and watch a movie. All right, so obviously, let's get to some dates right here. So this year it happened July 16th. Um, it happened July 16th. Um, Next year, 2024, Sunday, um, July 21st, which is the day of my sister's birthday. Um, and of course, next year, actually, actually the year after, which is 2025, Sunday, July 20th. Hmm. All right, so let's get into National Strawberry Day. Um, Okay, National Strawberry Day falls on February 27th every year, adding an extra aphrodisiac to this month of love. Devilishly sweet and also delightfully low on calories. They are the perfect food to make you feel naughty and nice at the same time. That's so Christmas. That's so Christmas. That's some Christmas shit, man. Grown both around the US and around the world almost year round. You are never far from a supplier of this tasty tongue tickler to help you celebrate National Strawberry Day. Um, yes, the history of National Strawberry Day. Strawberries have grown in the wild for thousands of years, and it was the French who first brought this delicious red berry into their gardens for cultivation in the 14th century. Not long afterward, English Archbishop Thomas Wolsey created the winning combination of strawberries and cream for Henry the Eighth's Henry the Eighth's court that so many people still enjoy today. However, the early species of strawberries were very different from those we feast on now. It wasn't until 12, that a French excursion to Chile resulted in the mixing of different types of strawberry plants. And the garden, yes, the garden strawberry we know today was born. In the 19th century, love for strawberries spread quickly when strawberries and cream were seen as a luxury. And the invention of the railroad meant that they could be transported quickly around the country. New York produced bumper crops, and farms also sprang up in Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, and Tennessee. Now, 75% of U.S. strawberries are grown in California, but they are still grown in every state. The berry's name may be due to a number of reasons. Some argue that it comes from the Old English strawberry because of its straw like fronds. Others suggest that they are so called because of farmers mulching them with straw, and and there are also accounts that the strawberries were sold on straw skewers at market. Oh man, oh shit. Oh shit. The origins of National Strawberry Day are unclear, but it has been celebrated since at least 2013. Its heart shape and bright red color make it a symbol of love that is perfect for the romantic month of February. All right, National Strawberry Day timeline, the 1300s, straight from the forest. The French take the wild strawberry from the forest and into their gardens for harvesting. Um, 1500s, the medical mouthful. Botanists began naming different species of strawberry, and it is used widely for medicinal purposes. 1712, the spy who picked me. The French, the French Amide Francois Frazier travels to Chile and learns of the sweeter beach strawberries, which he later introduces to Europe. 2000s, the bigger the better. Um, Commercial strawberry producers increase demand by cultivating the fruit to enhance its sweet smell, size, color, and shape like a heart. All right, so some activities for National Strawberry Day: harvest your own strawberries. If you thought ahead, you'll have planted your strawberry seed last April, and now the plants will be bearing their delicious red fruit. So you only need to pluck them off the stalks and feast on nature's bounty. Number two, try strawberry carving. Put your creativity to the test and try carving strawberries to impress your friends with a little dexterity. You can sculpt them into roses in honor of their plant family. Yeah, plant family. Number three, listen to some strawberry songs. I didn't know there was songs about that shit though, man. Oh shit. That's fucking incredible. There are so many great songs featuring this delicious fruit, from Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles to Coldplay's Strawberry Swing. Why not make a playlist as a musical to the day? Oh boy. All right. Five facts about strawberries that make them even sweeter. Number one, they were a Roman remedy. Um, the ancient Romans believed the fruit had medicinal purposes and prescribed them for minor ailments like like sore throats, as well as more serious problems like a fever and long-term issues like depression. Number two, they are not like any other fruit. The strawberry is not technically considered a berry as Its seeds are on the outside, around 200 of them. In fact, it's the only fruit with external seeds. External seeds, giving it its own special category. Number three, each one is unique. Strawberries flavor can be very variable, and this is because they are influenced by a variety of factors, including type, the weather, and the time of harvest. Number four, they are part of a floral family. The tasty fruit is a member of the rose family, excuse me. Which explains its fragrant scent and bright color. Number five, they are great for your love life. The magnesium, potassium, and folate found in strawberries mean they encourage a healthy libido, libido, and makes this romantic fruit an aphrodisiac for many. Why we love National Strawberry Day, you ask? It means spring has sprung. The strawberry is the first fruit to ripen in the spring. So when the first strawberries appear, it's a sure sign that warmer weather is on the way, and you can taste a new season in the air. You can support local farmers. Strawberries are so versatile that they are grown in every single U.S. state and Canadian province. That means wherever you are, you can celebrate with a punnet of local produce. Strawberries encourage healthy hearts. Strawberries believed to help reduce the risk of heart disease and even certain cancers thanks to their vitamins, fiber, potassium, and acids. So eating them can give short-term pleasure as well as long-term results. All right, so next year, 2024, Tuesday, February 27th, 2025, Thursday, February 27th, 2026, Friday, February 27th, Saturday, 2027, February 27th, 2028, February 27th, Sunday. All right, so okay, let's see what else we gotta talk about here. Oh yes. Um all right, so um all right, this is crazy. Anyway, let me see this shit because this is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't even wow. So fresherslive.com. Oh boy. All right. So what is Cartoon Network? Cartoon Network is a popular television channel known for its animated television series, mostly children's programming, ranging from action to animated comedy. The channel was originally launched as a joint venture between Turner Broadcasting and Time Warner in 1992. And in 1996, Time Warner acquired Turner Broadcasting and became the sole owner of Cartoon Network. In 2018, Time Warner was acquired by AT&T. Damn. Um, and its media properties were consolidated under Warner Media. Warner Media merged with Discovery Incorporated in 2021 to form Warner Brothers Discovery, and Cartoon Network is currently under the ownership of the conglomerate. Cartoon Network programming includes both original content produced by Cartoon Network Studios and acquired content from other studios. Popular shows on the channel include the Powerpuff Girls, which celebrates this 25th anniversary, which I will talk about in a future episode. Adventure Time, Ben 10, and Steven Universe, uh, m- among many others. Cartoon Network also owns other programming brands, including Adult Swim and Toonami. Adult Swim is a late night programming block on Cartoon Network that primarily features adult oriented animated programming, while Toonami is a Cartoon Network's um, action animation programming block that primarily features Japanese anime and American action animation. Cartoon Network has a global presence and is available in numerous countries around the world. Its programming is popular among many age groups and is known for its diverse and entertainment content. So, what happened to Cartoon Network? Um, Um, in October 2022, there were rumors circulating on social media that Cartoon Network was shutting down. However, it was later clarified that Cartoon Network Studios, the production arm of Cartoon Network, was being merged in being merged with Warner Brothers Animation under the leadership of WBTV. The channel itself is still in operation and will continue to produce great content for viewers. Cartoon Network primarily broadcasts animated television series, mostly children's programming, ranging from action to animated comedy. Um, the channel's original programming includes such shows as The Amazing World of Gumball, Craig of the Creek, Teen Titans Go, and We Baby Bears. Cartoon Network Studios is a production studio that provides original programs for the network and is located in the network's West Coast headquarters in Burbank, California. Additionally, Cartoon Network is a cable television channel owned by Warner Brothers Discovery and is available to approximately 94 million paid television households in the United States. Um, is Cartoon Network gone? No, Cartoon Network is not gone. There were rumors circulating on social media in October 2022 that Cartoon Network was shutting down, but it was later clarified that Cartoon Network Studios, from what Clownfish was talking about, the studios of Cartoon Network actually did close down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why, but um, not sure why, but anyway, yeah, but it was later clarified that Cartoon Network Studios, the production arm of Cartoon Network, was being merged with Warner Brothers Animation. Um, Cartoon Network itself is still in operation and will continue to produce um great content for viewers. The channel primarily broadcasts animated television series, mostly children's programming, ranging from action to animated comedy, and it is available to approximately 94 million paid television households in the United States. Cartoon Network also owns other programming brands such including Adult Swim and Toonami. Cartoon Network studio logos. Yes, Cartoon Network Studios is an American animation studio owned by the Warner Brothers Television Studio division of Warner Brothers Entertainment. The studio has gone through several local designs since its founding in 1984, um, with each iteration reflecting the studio's evolution and creative vision. Um, Yeah, creative vision. The first Cartoon Network Studios logo was introduced in 1997 and featured a red and yellow checkerboard design with a large CNS abbreviation in the center. This logo was used for several years until it was updated in 2004 with a more modern design that featured the Cartoon Network logo with the word studios underneath. In 2009, the Cartoon Network Studios logo was changed once again, this time featuring a metallic silver design with a glowing blue CNS abbreviation in the center. This logo was meant to reflect the studio's innovative and cutting edge approach to animation. In 2014, The Cartoon Network Studios logo was updated yet again. This time with a more simplified and streamlined design. The CNS abbreviation was removed. The the logo primarily featured the Cartoon Network logo with the word studios underneath. Um, in 2021, Cartoon Network Studios introduced a new logo design that reflects the evolution of the studio's creative vision. The logo features a dynamic and colorful design that incorporates the iconic Cartoon Network checkerboard pattern, um, and the word studios in bold, colorful letters. This updated logo reflects the studio's commitment to innovation, creativity, and inclusivity in its animation productions. In summary, Cartoon Network Studios has gone through several logo designs over the years, with each iteration reflecting the studio's evolution and creative vision. The iconic checkerboard pattern and the word studios have remained consistent elements in the most of the logo's designs, emphasizing the studio's commitment to delivering high quality animated programming. All right, so who owns it? Cartoon Network is currently owned by Warner Bros. Discovery and multinational conglomerate entertainment company. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Um, I did talk about this. Didn't I talk about this right there? Um, I'm not talk about this. Um, yeah. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Underneath. Yes. Um, yeah. Who owns it? I think I already. Who owns it? Um, who owns Cartoon Network? Yes, it's currently owned by Warner Bros. Discovery. Yeah, I already did that one. Um, all right, all right. Toonami is Cartoon Network's action animation. Um, the let's see. Yes. Oh wait a minute here. All right, so um, let me see. So Cartoon Network 2023 update. There is no specific update on what Cartoon Network has planned for 2023 in terms of games or new content. However, given the channel's history of producing popular and engaging animated shows, there is likely to be a diverse range of programming in the works for 2023, including new series, premieres, movies, and specials for both younger and older audiences. Cartoon Network also has a strong online presence, offering free online games and mobile apps featuring their popular characters. Additionally, the Cartoon Network Hotel, located in Pennsylvania, is open and offers visitors an immersive experience into the world of Cartoon Network, um, involving, um, no, excuse me, including themed guest rooms and activities based on popular shows from the channel. Hold on. Okay, fans of Cartoon Network can stay updated by following the channel's social media pages, website, or tuning in to the channel for announcements on upcoming programming and events. So Cartoon Network on TV, cable TV is not going anywhere. It's just the studios in Burbank, California had closed. So there you have it right there. Um, all right, so there you have it right there, man. Um, all right, so let's get into let's see. Marvel has a problem here. So wow, Marvel has a problem. And let's see. And this is according to the Washington Post. I did talk about, well, I did mention about the Marvels being number one, but um, so titled "The MCU isn't dead, but it's hurting, and help is on the way." Um, and this is according to the Washington Post. Nothing gets attention during a dynasty quite like its potential demise. Um, if you can take a moment to wipe the drool of many a mainstream movie critic from your screen, you might notice that the um obituary obituary of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, um probably written in advance after the Eternals, uh has finally been published at various outlets. The Marvels, a super heroine team up and sequel to the billion-dollar 2019 film Captain Marvel debuted to a sub 50 million opening weekend, a new low for Marvel Studios that raised questions about the end of everything. But don't put the MCU on your a friend just yet. The MCU's box office success has always been a combination of the comic book diehards and the casual movie fan. You can't reach a billion at the box office without one or the other. You need both. The thrill of being a part of a 10-year connective journey and the march toward the battle with Thanos over two Avengers movies had the geeks hyped up and the non-comic heads intrigued. It was not a moment and a movement. That first decade united um these audiences with smart plotting and sheer star power. Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Chris Evans' um, Captain America, Chris Hemsworth's Thor, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, the late great Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. These are once in a generation lightning in a bottle castings that might just be impossible to duplicate no matter how hard you try. The only moviegoer is likely to ponder whether to let the MCU go for good now are Mr. and Mrs. Joel B. General Public. Damn. If you if you know what the ultimate nullifer is, can identify whether the 1990 Spider-Man image is drawn by Todd McFarlane, Mark Bagley, or Eric Lawson just by looking at it. And read Wizard magazine religiously in your youth, you'll be in line to see the next thing Marvel Studios does, whatever it is. Damn, son. Um, just like I will, even if it's a dark hawk movie, um, doesn't mean you'll like everything, but you'll be there because comic culture is a part of your DNA. You grew up always wanting these movies and never had them as a kid. The MCU is marching toward its second decade, and you'll be there when it's old enough to drink. Losing that first casual crowd is the difference between an apparent flop and box office domination. And in many ways, Disney and Marvel have done it to themselves. That's a yeah. Yeah, that's a kick in the crotch. You know what I mean? A lot of YouTubers is actually shitting on the movie, the Marvels and stuff that it flopped at the box office. I get it as far as numbers and shit. Some call it superhero fatigued. Not sure if that plays a role in there. So, um, that's crazy, man.
Oh
Wow, talk about crashing and burning. Hmm. Sorry about that. That was not what I meant to press. All right, let's keep going here. All right, I'm gonna speed this up anyway. So, um, yeah, let me speed this shit up. Um, yeah, so what seems to really be ailing the MCU right now is an overabundance of content that started when Disney decided to get into the streaming game with Disney Plus. Um, Disney wasn't satisfied with their streamer just being the landing spot for its MCU films when their theatrical runs were over. Disney wanted new MCU content exclusively on Disney Plus. That ambition stretched Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and his lieutenants. Then, when it came to quality control, a movie universe now had to act like a television studio as well. If Disney just would have been happy with revitalizing Star Wars on Disney Plus with the Mandalorian universe, letting the MCU breathe in theaters only, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's not to say the MCU on Disney Plus hasn't been a success. WandaVision was a game changer that proved Marvel Studios could work in the world of streaming. Loki, which just wrapped up its second season and likely final season, is one of the best things Marvel Studios has ever done. And What If, set to return in December, has proved Marvel Studios has a place in the world of animation, but has that streaming glory been worth it when it comes to all the other MCU content on Disney Plus? There's been so much Marvel Studio stuff lately that the gap between chapters is shrinking. Part of the excitement of the MCU, the weight is disappearing. Um, damn, son. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, so the Marvels isn't a singular failure. An MCU moment like this has been brewing for a while. A film that features three charismatic female superheroes also wasn't helped by an actor strike that prevented the stars from doing extensive promotions plus a continually shrinking window from theatrical release to streaming that probably had many fans shrugging and saying they would just catch the Marvels on Disney Plus in a little over a month. And unlike the original Captain Marvel, the Marvels also didn't arrive during the epic and Endgame event. But the MCU is not dead. Hurting, yes. In trouble, potentially. But there's still a pulse in the future. There will only be one MCU movie next year, and that's Deadpool 3. The MCU vehicle for Ryan Reynolds in the titular role, and Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine. That right there is enough to break the internet. And yes, it is quite ironic that the 20th Century Fox era X-Men are coming to save Marvel Studios after so many years outside of it, but it'll make for great theater. The hype of Deadpool 3 um will give Marvel Studios time to ponder what's next. Avengers movies are coming, but who's the big bad guy? Is Kang no longer an option because of everything currently going on with Jonathan Majors? If so, who steps up? Doctor Doom, Magneto, Galactus, all these connected heroes have to be up against a common enemy. Who that villain is could determine the box office appeal of the future Avengers get-togethers. And one of the hottest rumors in Hollywood right now is that the Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, no stranger to vitalizing universes that need a jolt, is in the running to lead the Fantastic Four as Reed Richards. And lifeline don't guarantee continued dominance. However, 15 years is a long time to be number one and the undisputed champion of superhero cinema. It is well within the realm of possibility that a shift is coming. There are a few things hotter than Sony's animated Spider-Verse right now, and James Gunn has declared 2025 the year his Superman movie, Superman Legacy arrives, and his connected DC movie universe begins. Don't be shocked if DC is running things in 2 years. Within Gunn's access to some of the most popular superhero brands of all time. Can superhero cinema survive in a world where Marvel Studios isn't the top drawer? Yes, it can. Some might even say that type of parody could be healthy for the genre, should potentially no longer be number one, motivate Marvel Studios to get back to bases and the things that made them the best. That certainly wouldn't hurt. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's get to hang on a second here. Let's get into Lotto. All right, Lotto, according to Vibe right here. Lotto has made history again thanks to collaborating with Jungkook of BTS. The Atlanta rapper and Korean pop sensation teamed up over the summer for Seven, which exploded on streaming platforms. Now, the collab has made Spotify history as the fastest song to reach 1 billion streams on the DSP. Yes, on Sunday, October 29th, chart data shared that the single has surpassed a billion streams in only 3.5 months, faster than any other song to meet such a feat. The track also helped Lotto to become the first rapper to top the Billboard Hot 100 this year. Seven debuted at number one, making that a first for both artists. Lotto celebrated the historic news at the time with an Instagram story sharing a screenshot of the stats and writing, "Oop, am I a bored girl now? Forever grateful. Thanks, JK, for trusting me." Army pots up. Um, 10,000. Speaking on working with Kook for the first time, Lotto told people, and quote, "It literally has been so surreal witnessing his fan base and how much they support him. It's literally artist goals." John Cook also shared with the Rolling Stone UK why he chose Lotto for the record. While I was looking for a rapper who would fit well with Seven, one of the producers uh, recommended Lotto actually, and we ended up working together. He said, "Lotto's verse fits the vibe of the song perfectly, and Lotto's favorite number is seven." Drawing back to the moment that she got the phone call to work with the BTS megastar, Lotto told people, "I was so shocked. I'm like, are you sure you want me?" I felt so much pressure to do it, but I was like, you know what? He reached out to me for a reason. Let me just go in there and do what I do best. To see everybody's reaction to my verse and how much they love it, it's so fulfilling. Hopefully, I get to go to Korea soon. She also expressed how much she loved filming the visual to Seven with Cook, which showed her um eulo- eulogizing the BTS star's fake funeral. I love the treatment, the whole storyline. It just matches the song so well, and he was so fun on set. She's he is just a humble person. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's literally a superstar, and don't even act like it. His whole team, everybody on set was very welcoming for sure. And of course, you can watch the video on YouTube as well. So there you have it right there. All right. So all right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go to um all right, Missy Elliott. All right. Let me just go through all these topics. Okay, so according to Billboard, Missy Elliott still can't quite believe that she will be the first female rap artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Friday night, which took place November 3rd. Speaking to Good Morning America's Robin Roberts on Thursday morning, November 2nd, Elliott said she always dreamed of being a superstar. "I never wavered. I never changed. I said it every time." But after 3 decades in the music business, the 52-year-old Grammy winning rapper said her latest accolade is unfathomable. Um, Elliot said words cannot describe how honored she is to take the stage tomorrow night alongside fellow 2023 inductees Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, and the Spinners. She told she told Roberts that as an artist from the hip hop world, rock hall enshrinement seems so far out of reach. Plus, with this being the 50th anniversary of the birth of hip hop, Elliott said the Hall of Fame kudos is further proof that no matter what people say, the hip hop world is something special and unique. Joking that as a kid, her family once convinced her that she was related to another one of this year's inductees and musical excellence honorees, R&B legend Shaka Khan. Elliott said being ushered in alongside the likes of Nelson and Crow is indescribable. To be even at the table with them is a blessing, past a blessing. There's got to be a bigger word than that, she said. After tomorrow night, Elliot will be honored will be among just a handful of rappers whose plaques are on display at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum in Cleveland, joining such icons as Jay-Z, LL Cool J, the Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur, N.W.A., Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, and Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five. And though some critics might quibble at the elastic definition of rock and roll that has found artists who don't play what is traditionally considered amplified guitar based rock music. Elliot said in her mind rock, like hip hop is a gumbo of different styles of music. Elliot will be inducted by her friend of 20 years, Queen Latifah, who she praised as someone who come before me, opened that door, left it open, and I owe so many flowers, bouquets. It's not enough bouquets for those women that came before me, and she's one of the women. In addition, Elliot's mother will be in the house at the 30th annual induction ceremony on Friday night, November 3rd, which already happened um, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Um, Believe it or not, Elliot's mom has never seen her perform live before. She's never been to a show because, I had some little words I didn't ever want her to hear. Elliot told GMA, and so she's coming for the first time. Tomorrow night's event will feature presenters and performers Olivia Rodrigo, Stevie Nicks, Adam Levine, Carrie Underwood, Elton John, Brandy Carlisle, Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews, Her, New Edition, St. Vincent, Common, Ice T, LL Cool J, Miguel, Latifah, and Saya. Um, Other inductees this year include DJ Kool Herc and Link Rap for musical influence, Khan, Al Cooper, and Elton John, lyrics Bernie Taupin for musical excellence, and Soul Train host Don Cornelius and Ahmet Artigan Award. All right, so yeah, I didn't get to watch it to be honest with you, so that's a little hard for me to actually watch it because I don't have Disney Plus. All right, so let's see what else. What else we got? Yes, best R&B albums of 2023. Best R&B albums of 2023. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so this is from Hip Hop DX. 2023 has featured a bevy of amazing R&B pop, hyper pop, and Afro beats releases. Hip Hop DX will be narrowing down the year's releases to essentials, providing readers with a list of the must listen projects. Starting the year slow, R&B have been slowly heating up, and incredible projects from Kalila, Victoria Monet, Amare, um, Livy, and T Pain, along with SZA continuing to dominate her with her masterful SOS from back in December, with new projects from Jamila Wood, um, Georgia Smith, and Corinne Bailey Ray now out. There's no limit to how great 2023 can be for R&B. Struggling to find a list, yeah, struggling to find a list of the hip hop albums, blah blah blah, all that stuff. All right, so let's get into the oh boy, let's get into the R&B stuff that's been happening so far. Let me just try to. Oh boy. Okay, so of course, starting with Heaven Knows Pink Pantheress. And then you have, hold on a second. Then you have Larger Than Life, Brent Fayez. Lay High by Sampha. Then you have Flying or Falling, Georgia Smith. Jaguar's Second, Victoria Monet. Fountain Baby, Amare. I Thought It'd Be Different by Rory. The Age of Pleasure by Janelle Monet. Clear to Soft Light, Summer Walker. Never Enough, Daniel Caesar. On top of the covers, T-Pain. Red Moon and Venus, Kali Uchis. Raven, Kalila. Thanks for Nothing, Tink. Girl in the Half, Pearl, Livy. SOS, SZA. What I Didn't Tell You, Coco Jones. All right, so let's go into best hip hop albums so far in 2023. I'm going to skim through this actually, so I can actually, end this. All right, so starting with Quarenta by Danny Brown. Welcome to Collie Grove, Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. Oh shit. Wow. The Night Shift by Larry June and Cardo. And Then You Pray for Me by Westside Gun. Mike by Burning Desire. Faith is a Rock by Mike and Wiki. Another Triumph of Ghetto Engineering by Open Mike Ego. Sandio by No Name. Oh shit. The Patience by Mick Jenkins. Signature Joel Ortiz and L Orange. Summer Is Mine, Babyface Ray. Ganger by V's. Hard to Love, Moneybag Yo. Michael by Killer Mike. Hood Hottest Princess by Sexy Red, excuse me. Maps, Billy Woods and Kenny Siegel. Won't He Do It by Conway the Machine. Shrimp for Life, Ray Shrummerd. Glorious Game, Black Thought and L. Michael's Affair. Generational Curse by Ice Cold Bishop. Gumbo, Young Nudie. Even God Has a Sense of Humor by Maxo. And Slade Season 3, Day Money. Mind of the Saint, Sky Zoo. Indiana Jones, Boldy James, and Rich Gaines. All right, so let's see what else we have. We have let me see. All right, let's go into some eat and drink real quick. I'm only gonna do one topic of it. Okay, eat and drink. Now it's time for munchies and drinks. Is where I talk about a certain topic in regards to the stories behind eat and drink on amny.com. So all right, so here it is right here, Munchies and Drinks. All right, I'm on it. All right, so we got one topic that we're gonna do in Munchies and Drinks, and this is pertaining to Blue Moon. All right, so Blue Moon. All right, so it's always a great time to have a nice warm bagel, whether it's plain sesame seed or an everything bagel. And it's always a beautiful feeling sipping on a flavorful substance known as beer. But enjoy what if you can enjoy them both as one? Blue Moon, America's number one craft beer brand and New York's newest bagel sensation, pop up bagels are joined together to bring the best mix of artisan bagels with crafted beer. Infusing real Blue Moon crafted beer with pop up bagels, viral bagels, and signature Valencia oranges. The two brands are coming together to create the ultimate bagel experience with their introduction of their Blue Moon beer bagel paired with a zesty Valencia orange cream cheese. So it started on Wednesday, November 9th, 6 a.m. The bagel and beer lovers can head over to pop up bagels location in NYC and Connecticut to order the limited time offering. And of course, bagel lovers not based in NYC, which is New York City or Connecticut, can order these delicious bagels online at checkout.square.site slash buy. It started November 26th of Tuesday. The Blue Moon Beer Bagel and Valencia Orange Cream Cheese will be restocked each day from November 29th to December 3rd while it lasts supplies today. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. If there's another, it's gotta be another one I could do. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Yeah, you know what? Whatever I didn't get to, I'm gonna save it for another time, man. I want to wrap this up right now. Yeah, whatever I didn't get to, I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, I'm about to wrap up right here, man, folks. So, whatever, um, whatever eat and drink subject I didn't get to is going to be covered next time. So, let's get into Stream choices on the go, man. Let's do this. Of course, be sure to not only follow the podcast, not only on Facebook, but also follow on Threads. You can also follow on Threads and Instagram, which is off the Meet Rat Chainz NY podcast. Like I said, I didn't have room to put Avenue on there, so um, yeah, I didn't put Avenue on the username of Instagram, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, you can also follow my other podcast projects that I do on a weekly basis, which is my sports platform, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, alongside with the review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, and also make sure you follow the New York Avenue podcast alongside myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. All right, so be sure to turn on your notifications so you can know when each episode is going to be dropping. All right. And and also I like to mention, don't forget to follow me on Discord, which is G Money, which is also the same username, as my YouTube channel, which is G Money Stacks 555. All right. So make sure you follow my page on Discord. Um, I have some choices where you can communicate with me as far as, like, the topics, what you thought about it. Um, you talk about your days, sports, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's all there. And also, if you go to the link in bar where it says Linktree / G Money Stacks 555, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, which includes Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for Podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcast. You don't need a credit card or debit card to listen to music and radio and podcast for free. And be sure to follow the podcast on iHeartRadio and other stream platform apps that I just mentioned. Of course, you can download these apps onto your iPhones, Android phones, your iPads, Android tablets, your laptops, which includes Apple, Mac, and Dell laptops. All right. And of course, be sure to do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button for me by clicking on alerts so you can be reminded and notified on when each um podcast episode recording is going to start, with the date, day, month, and time. And also be sure to stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, um, old and new, in case you missed any of them. Don't worry, everything's all there. So listen, stream, watch these episodes, share the episodes, share the videos. You can even download the episodes, and you can download the episodes. You can also add the podcast to your favorite playlist, like on Spotify. You have Audible, Audio Burst. You have Audible, Odyssey. Um, you have Castbox FM. You have Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. All right. So, um, so tell a friend to another friend. Be sure to spread the word. Word of mouth is important. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. That would be much appreciated. And of course, and of course, be sure to share the link that has linktree/gmoneystacks 555 along along with the podcast with your husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you're cool with, um, wherever you meet new people. All right. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm up out of here. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on this particular episode right here. I do truly appreciate that. And like I said earlier, the name of the episode is Ice Cream Sundae and Chocolate Strawberries. All right. So, um, remember the grind doesn't stop, hard work pays off. Um, New York wasn't built in a day. You want to look and find something that clicks to you, that makes sense to you. Follow your heart, your goals, your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do based on your ability. Doesn't matter if it's your parents, whatever it is. And and also also be sure to be on your P's and Q's creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. All right. So that's gonna do it, man. And let me give a shout out to the people from Spotify for podcasters for creating Spotify Rap 2023 for my podcast and my sports podcast as well. I appreciate them, man, and I want to actually make some noise for the people from Spotify for podcasters for making this for me, alongside with congratulations to Missy Elliot, Lotto, along with other people that I just talked about in this podcast episode. I want to make some noise right here, man. And like I always said, man, you could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this New York Avenue podcast right here. And thank you to the people from Spotify for Podcasters for creating Spotify Rap for two of my podcasts. Um, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, alongside with this one right here, Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. I truly appreciate this and thank them for believing in me and everything else in between. I love every single one of you out here, and I hope y'all continue your journeys in the podcasting world right here. If I could do it, so can you. I'm doing this to inspire everybody not to give up on their goals and dreams. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much why I've been having a successful 3-year anniversary. Um, so, so you could actually, take it from me. You can learn something. So, boom. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week and everything else in between. Good night, everybody.